Hello beautiful people, you're welcome to Islam page. So it's day 2 of brooding our pullet together. Please, if you're just coming across this channel, give us a like, share, comment and share with friends. This will motivate us to post more videos. Today on their day 2, I want to show us what we did, what we noticed, what we comment. And hooray, our birds are adapting to their new home. They are doing quite very well. So on this day 2, we did our early morning routine checks. The routine checks are that number 1, we'll discard the previous day water, wash the container, we clean their nipple drinker, wash their feeding trays, and if you have leftover feeds, you have to pick it because they will mess it up, not even might. So you have to pick the dirt, clean it before giving them another feed. So on this day 2, we started administering antibiotics. Why do we give antibiotics and why are we giving antibiotics? It's been 24 hours that these birds are on our farm, and it's quite disheartening because we had a total of 6 mortality now. There is no way you can do it when you are brooding. You know, this mortality is as a result of some birds, they don't eat at all, no matter how hard we try. We even try to force feed them, they don't eat. And why this? This is because it's a factory default. Let me tell us something. When you have a mortality, when the mortality is between day 0 or day 1 to day 4, the likely cause might be from the hatchery. That is why it is always advisable to get your birds from a reputable hatchery, because one bad batch can scatter everything. So we really can't help it than to have this mortality. But thank God, other birds are doing fine. And on this day 2, we've been running the heat. We've been heating their brooding room non-stop for the past 24 hours now, and this is how it will go on till their immunity is being built. Now back to why we give their antibiotics. Why do you think we give them antibiotics? So we'll be giving them these antibiotics between the period of day 2 to day 4. Now let me explain why we give the antibiotics. At this stage, this bird are still adapting to their new environment. Their immune is very weak, so we have to, and they've been exposed to transportation stress, moving from one place to the other. So they've been exposed to a lot of things on the road. So the first thing after giving them the vitamin water for the first day and the anti-stress water, the next is to give them these antibiotics. This will serve as an head start for them to build their immune against their new environment. Antibiotics help prevent against bacteria and infections that could lead to more death. So you have to give them these antibiotics after the multivitamin so that it will build their immune system. So these antibiotics act as a preventive shield against bacteria and infection, which can cause diarrhea, weakness or sudden death. Antibiotics also support gut health and feed conversion. During their early stage, that is this age that they are now, their gut is still developing, and when there is an infection in the gut, it leads to they won't eat much, and that will slow their growth. So the antibiotics make sure that their digestive system is healthy for better feed conversion, which will give them a good and healthy growth. Common antibiotics that you can use are the OCT, which is the oxytetracycline. You can use the enrofloxacin, the neomycin, the amoxicillin or ampicillin. So when you are giving them these antibiotics, make sure you follow the instructions strictly, or you get the help of someone who knows how to do it, because as these antibiotics can help guide against sudden death, it can also cause sudden death. So you have to follow the instructions, just like human beings too. Overuse of drug, they can lead to drug abuse, which is very detrimental to human health, also to their own health as well. And when you overuse these antibiotics again on them, it might even make them resistant to the antibiotics. That is, by the time you will need the antibiotics, when you administer it to them, it won't work on them. So you have to follow the prescription of the whatever antibiotics you are giving them strictly. Another thing that we notice in this adage too is that we've started seeing some physical change, and this is one of the best things. We've started seeing feathers. They don't have feather before. Now we've started seeing some tiny little feathers, so it's a good sign that at least they are growing and they are adapting to their new home. So we're starting, if you ask me about the feed that we're giving them, the feed we're giving them now is starter. They need more energy, so we use this starter to boost them and to have a uniform growth. So by week 3 we switch to chick mash, but for now we're still giving them extra starter. So I want to give them the extra starter for the first 3 weeks, then after the first 3 weeks we'll move on to our chick mash. So our day 2 is done, and we are still on our toes. It's been a mix of ups and down, but this is life. Farming teaches you patience and consistency. So until we come your way again, we remain Hostland Farm. So if you have learned one or two from this video, please kindly give this video a like, comment, share, and invite your friends. You might not need it, invite those people that might need it. Please, we're still trying to grow this page, and if you do so, it will motivate us to post more videos. Thank you, and see you in our next video. Bye.